Google Glass emerged as the device of the future. Yet, its brilliant vision somehow vanished completely from the market. A project where Google invested vast sums and its best technology, it was withdrawn from general sale in just 2 years. The market delivered a cruel verdict. Hidden within this failure were the pitfalls that innovative technology often encounters, and human psychological patterns that recur even today. What was the true reason for its collapse? In this video, we'll explain why this cutting-edge technology wasn't accepted, who derailed its fate, and the lessons it holds for modern innovation. Now, let's delve into the complete collapse of Google Glass. In this main feature, we'll also explore the hubris and impatience of those who envisioned its future. In 2012, Google unveiled a product symbolizing the future, the smart glasses known as Google Glass. The tech world at the time was searching for the next big revolution after smartphones. Google offered wearables as the answer. Search, capture photos, make calls, navigate. All information displayed on a small screen before your eyes. The concept felt like something out of a sci-fi movie. Its development code was Project X. Google's brightest minds and ample funds were poured into it, garnering special anticipation within the company. At Google I/O 2012, a demonstration where skydivers, wearing Google Glass, descended from the San Francisco sky into the venue, stunned the world. Then CEO Larry Page praised Google Glass as the technology of the future. Its unveiling sent shockwaves throughout the entire tech industry. It was like a movie world coming to life. Google Glass was a symbol of a future where information would always be at people's fingertips. This innovative device showcased the potential of AR technology to the world, thrilling people with the prospect of a new information experience. In its initial phase, it was sold as Explorer Edition, exclusively to some developers and early adopters, priced at $1,500. They actively used Google Glass, sharing its convenience on social media. The early user community was gripped by fervor. Especially in specific B2B sectors, such as surgical assistance for doctors or work instructions in factories, concrete practicality was expected. Hands-free information access held the potential to revolutionize professional environments. The media also extensively reported on its innovativeness, and Google Glass garnered attention as a cutting-edge gadget of its time. Google was confident in this success. No one doubted it would become the next must-have device. Celebrities wore it, and it even gained traction as a fashion item. At first glance, everything seemed to be going smoothly. Up to this point, things were smooth. Google Glass was establishing its position as a symbol of innovation and the future. However, behind this futuristic device, a deep chasm was forming between it and general society. The biggest issue was privacy. Constant camera use sparked concerns about surreptitious recording. The derogatory term glasshole emerged, and wearers began to face scrutiny in public spaces. This high price also hindered adoption. At $1,500, the device was only accessible to a select few affluent individuals or geeks. Design was another major hurdle. Technology took precedence over style, making it far removed from mainstream fashion. Furthermore, the absence of a killer app was fatal. Its features were mostly redundant with smartphones, offering no compelling reason to own one. Google lost its clear direction, unsure whether to target general consumers or professionals. But here, an unnoticed pitfall quietly began to open its jaws. Within Google, Google Glass was given special treatment as Project X. This dulled objective judgment. Google's culture of just put it out there led to the release of an immature product, inciting public backlash. Massive investment and overconfidence in its advanced nature caused them to ignore external criticism and negative feedback. Once a project began, it couldn't be stopped. Like the Concorde effect, withdrawal became harder as investments grew. Even within the team, there were concerns about privacy and design, but they were drowned out by the project's momentum. Leadership from the executive level was also unclear. Who would make the final decisions and take responsibility was ambiguous. The initial enthusiasm overshadowed critical voices and market realities. It was as if they blindly charged towards the future. Even with Google's brand power, the wall of social acceptance could not be overcome. Then, in January 2015, Google announced it would halt sales of Google Glass to general consumers. Project X was dismantled, and the team members were transferred to other departments. It was, in effect, a withdrawal. The media reported it as a failure, and previous expectations turned into ridicule. Google's statement, "The future came too soon," was merely an excuse to hide the product's immaturity and lack of market understanding. What remained was a colossal investment and an unrealized vision of the future, along with a deep wound to Google's brand image. Google Glass became a tragic example of innovative technology colliding with complex societal factors. The lesson learned from Google Glass's failure is that technological advancement alone is not enough for success. User needs, social acceptance, privacy, design, price. Only when all these converge does true innovation emerge. Why wasn't the best technology accepted? Because society wasn't ready to embrace that technology. What derailed its fate was Google's internal overconfidence and the hubris of not listening to the market's voice. And the lesson for today is that no matter how excellent the technology, it cannot succeed if detached from the context of human society. Innovation is born from the dialogue between technology and society. This failure tells that universal truth. Those who know this failure and those who don't will have vastly different qualities of future decision-making.